Hello, everyone. My name is Crow, and this is radiation poisoning. This is Project Architect 2, and we starting off today. This is episode 39. We're starting off with some oopsies from my reactor. So let's see here. Let's just get everything back equipped here. Okay. So first things first, let's apparently we need to make a hazmat suit. That's a bummer. Fortunately, it's nice and easy. Have plenty of orange dye because it is an EMC thing, and then obviously lots of lead as well. So let's head over to um, my fission reactor, and we're just gonna see exactly what's going on over there. So I did a boo-boo. What I did is we can see that everything's irradiated over here. So last time I upped the power that I was sending to my SPS because I wanted to make more antimatter. And I realized, and I don't know if I showed this or not, but I added this. This was like a catch-all for having the kind of just as a backup, because this can only hold two buckets of polonium, and I just wanted to have more of a backup for this polonium, so if it did back up, it wouldn't back up into the reactor and the reactor would blow up. So that's kind of what I was doing there. However, I neglected to realize that if you see here, so this is, yeah, so what I did this all across. And so what I did is I did this because I was going to break all these all and then pull out the amount of polonium out of here, because if you look at this, this doesn't have any listing on it of it doesn't have a listing of what is inside it. So I assumed that meant 0 because there's 700 up here and there's 700 down here, which is half and half. I assumed that since these weren't touching, I could break them. That is apparently not the case. So I broke it. I got irradiated. So the thing with irradiation and mechanism is that it will, if you're in the area, it will do two things. It will irradiate the area. That's something that you just have to have take care of over time, and we can use a Geiger counter to see exactly how much time is left. This is going to take 10 hours to decay, and this is the chunk that it kind of started in. So this will be the highest concentration. Over here it is a much, or should be a much lower concentration. Now that was, yeah. So here this is nothing. So, so yes, nuclear wasteland, great. Definitely not what I was planning. However, this is why we do things in other dimensions, because otherwise my whole base would be irradiated. So, learn from my mistake. Don't break pipes even if you think there's nothing in them. Man, that sucks. Okay. So yeah, this needs just 10 hours to... Oh, gosh. Okay. But anyway, so it will irradiate the area, which takes time to decay. It will also give you a sickness, and it doesn't show up as a debuff. So, I mean, I don't think I can cure it by anything else. it was because this is such a high level of radiation, it was ticking down hard. So basically, anytime I need to go here, I need to make sure I have my hazmat suit with me. We do this. This way we can remember that we. This way we can remember what we got going on. Ugh, man. This is a bummer. Okay, so that's kind of what we're doing today. If we go over to our mage tower and then our mechanism, we can see that our power system is like really taking a hit. Um, our input is 280K, and then I basically have this going at very minimal, and so it's really slow. Our antimatter, I mean, I'm at like basically a third of a pellet. I want to really ramp up this production. And if we saw, as you notice, we saw over in the other area that we almost have enough polonium for both pellets. It's just we're kind of being held back by my power production. So I'd like to fix that today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some power. And how I'm going to do that is because these create 20,000 FE per tick, that's all well and good. But if we look at our nitro reactors, they make 1 million FE per tick. So, I mean, these are probably my best bet. I could also make a turbine from mechanism because I am producing a bunch of steam in that reactor and I'm just voiding it. I could use that turbine. I'm just not sure. I'll probably make like maybe 3 reactors because then that will be 3 million FE per tick. That's absolutely more than the turbine will provide because the turbine, I think I'll get like 1 million FE per tick out of it. But these reactors, they're not going to require the fission reactor to run. And my hope is that I can turn the fission reactor off here pretty soon. So let's see here. I need 36 per reactor. And so if I make times 3, 108. Okay. I did pre-make a couple of the capacitors. But yeah, I will also need some exporters. I need 3 exporters. And then I'm going to need some dry ice, some coal blocks, some redstone blocks, and then uranite. I can... Do I have a smelter here? Oh, I do have this. Okay. And this will allow me to... And I'll just dig out these here. Okay, and then I just need some cables. Because I should be able to use... I think I have plenty of channels over here. think that will work because it's a 3x3x4, right? Yeah. I mean, I could just sink it down on the floor. That might actually be the better way of doing this. Yeah, that might make more sense. And then I can just bring them over here like this. So it is absolutely a nested craft. Each of the reactors takes, 4 of the nitro, takes 4 of the spirit, and so on. So it absolutely takes, a little bit of a little bit of time to just craft all these things up. So I will be right back though when everything is done crafting. Okay, so all my reactors are done. So now I should be able to just I might need to. That should do it. Okay, so here's the first 2 reactors. I should be able to just pop this down. Although, if I do this, I need to have it sitting on here. Export. You do need to put a bucket of water in there. And then I need to give it the 4 things that it's going to need for to work. And so it needs coal, redstone, the uraninite, and then dry ice. And that's how these reactors work. All right, and it should. There we go. Got a solid coolant. I will need a crafting card. Let me shrink down here. Yes, I will need a crafting card because the uraninite has to be crafted, and so does the dry ice. And okay, so it is working. That's great. Let me get a plug. And then I have my flux configurator. That will set it over to the generator. All right. And then this up on auto mode. Great. Perfect. Let's put the export bus on here. And once again, all these things, crafting card and export round robin. and water bucket. Water bucket is actually really important. If you don't have this water bucket, it will just there we go. Without a water bucket, it will just start chewing through the fuel like crazy. Okay, so that's 2. It's still all within the same chunk. And I feel like now I'm going to move these guys. So I'll be right back. I'm going to put another one of them in the ground, and then I'll figure something out to do with these thermal generators. Okay, so I've set them back up. So I have the same number of thermogenerators. These are each putting out 20,000 RF per tick because they do have the architrons underneath. And then I added a reactor underneath there. So I think it's 14. Yeah, it's 14 thermogenerators. It's all within the same chunk, and they each have a dedicated flux plug. And then I have 3 generators, reactors here, and then they're being fed by the AE system. So that should be more than enough. Well, not more than enough. That should be enough power for now. Okay, so let's head back to, let's head over here, check out my power situation. So I have input of over 3 million and output of 200 K at V per tick. So I need to now go over to, now that I have a significant addition of power, then I can head over into here. And there we go. I think this should be enough. I don't even remember what I said was the... Okay, so almost 3 million. So I think I have it going at 2.5 million. I mean, I could just do like 2.75 million. $2.75 million. That should be plenty. I'm net negative on the fissile fuel, but that's totally okay. I'm still net positive on polonium, which means I'm actually processing this slower than it's being created. But again, I mean, that's fine. My hope is that when this is all done, then I can just shut this off, and then that's no problem. Okay, so now if we're looking at what's next, so this is, so the reason I need the antimatter is because I need to make an antiprotonic nucleosynthesizer because I need to make fading matter. Fading matter is, this is what we made, I think it was last time, the archium can get turned into fading matter. This is a, what is that, 10 times? Almost 10 times gain on the archium versus for EMC, because this is 156 billion, this is over 1 trillion. Because this is used to make the final EMC links. But more importantly, it's used to make the final star shard. I need to take a fading matter block, and take 4 trillion EMC and turn it into the final star shard. you will notice that I only have 13 trillion EMC available, which means I do not have enough to truly make the final star shard, or a single final star, because a single final star requires 6 of these things, along with the colossal star Omega. So, man, this is going to be a process unto itself, because I will have to make all these things. This is probably going to be the next thing that we're going to have to do, is work on this hyper experience. All right. But I think that's going to be it today. At this point, again, we're back to, I have, for the most part, my power problem is solved because of these guys. But it's not solved entirely. I have a ton of capacity. I am inputting more than I'm outputting, so I am building up. But still, that's gonna just require a ton of time and a ton of power. I'll probably throw the antiprotonic nucleosynthesizer down here. But yeah. Otherwise, I think that's going to be it for today. Still not at the antimatter yet. It's kind of disappointing, but it's unfortunately, it is a process. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Had some ups and downs with that radiation leak today, but thanks for watching. And if you have any tips or tricks or any comments, please leave them down below. Thanks a lot. Bye.